was an honor guard for President Johnson for about a half an hour one day at Camp Pendleton when he came to send the 1st Marine Division to Vietnam.
Well, there we go. See, we're gonna get all this, Dick. This is
Okay,
the
well.
year were you born, Dick?
1933.
So you're born in 1933.
November 4th.
Right.
I'm 91 years old.
And you hide it well, by the way. Because you were born in 1933, you would have been 8 years old on December 7th, 1941.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
What do you remember about it?
Well, I think just that the whole neighborhood, the whole area was in shock. It was and I grew up in a mixed neighborhood of good people, and almost immediately the young people are volunteering to join the military. What else do I remember? And it wasn't very long before we got into doing things for the war, like collecting scrap metal, making K-pop, whatever we made it out of, collecting the stuff to make. I'm losing the words right now, but milkweed pods.
Oh, no kidding.
And we gathered those and brought them to school and got paid for bringing a bag in every time, but we did it because they needed that to go in warm jackets. It was used as an insulator.
No kidding. Wow.
No, I well remember it. And about that time, my older cousins and 2 uncles joined the military. They all went. It was war, and I was involved in it. In fact, I was ready at 8 years old or 10 years old, whatever, to join too, but they wouldn't let me.
Do you remember your mom and dad talking about it at all over the dinner table, or as things were coming in the newspaper?
To some degree, yes. I know, I say my dad by that time soon went to work for Marlin Rockwell, and they're making ball bearings for the war effort, and he was working a lot of hours. He worked a night shift, and it was 6 nights a week and sometimes 10 hours a night, and very much, I think we were all very, very much into the war, supporting it in any way possible. I know he was, and I think we were. So.
Do you remember rations? Was that a part of your?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Gas rationing came, I don't know dates, but pretty quickly, and because we lived out in the suburbs, Dad had to carpool to get to work because we didn't have gas enough to get to work otherwise. Yeah, sugar was rationed, meat was rationed. About everything was rationed, I think. Yeah, I do remember a lot about it. And we didn't mind it being a hard time. We thought it was, but we were doing it for the war effort.
Were there, I'm using the term blackouts, but they had civilian wardens and stuff like that?
We had a warden that came around every night. It was, I remember him well, Andrew Scalisi, the first one that had Scalisi Construction. Oh, he was very faithful about getting around and making sure you had your windows blackened and everything was quiet after it got dark. You had to. Yeah, I remember him quite a bit, and the whole neighborhood played the game. We didn't know if we were going to be bombed the next moment or what, but there was a lot of fear of that. So, yeah.
Your dad working at Marlin Rockwell, I guess at the time, MRC.
Yeah, MRC at the time.
And being a very important war industry
Yeah.
aspect of it. Was there extra precautions made, do you know? Just because, you know,
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but I suspect there were. But I know he was old enough not to be drafted, but was willing to go.
yeah.
But and yeah, and it was a priority job, so he was not draft eligible. That's what I know about that, I guess.
Was it MRC, was this the plant in Jamestown? I know they subsequently got a plant in Faulkner, but this was in Jamestown.
That was the Jamestown plant. That's all there was in
Okay.
those days.
Okay.
Yeah, the Faulkner plant didn't come till much later.
Okay. Oh, wow. You remember your mom, or was it a, did you have a victory garden? Did you have anything like that?
Oh, we definitely had a victory garden. Yeah, and we all worked in it. Yeah, my mother was the primary one to keep it, but my sister and I helped weed it and go pick whatever it was. And, oh yes, we were very much into that. We also began raising rabbits and chickens, both to eat and to sell, because the other meats were rationed and in short supply anyway. Even if you had ration tickets, you didn't have any. There wasn't any to buy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The schooling, do you remember it being discussed in school? Did the teachers put maps up? Was that, kind of like, this is what's going on? Or were you too young at that
Well,
point?
I was probably in grade school and too young. I don't remember that. I remember always buying war stamps and savings bonds.
Ah, sure.
You brought your dime or your quarter or whatever you had and bought another stamp, and pretty soon you had a war bond. We did that very faithfully. Oh, it was discussed in school, but I don't really have much memory of it.
The war ends in, the VE Day is June of 1945, and then VJ Day in August of 45. Do you remember, you'd have been a little bit older now, was there celebrations, do you remember?
Oh, there definitely was. I was peddling papers by that time, and the local bar, I couldn't get enough papers. Everybody wanted to buy them, and everybody was celebrating. I do remember that.
Yeah.
And the restaurant, the bar I remember the most was Malari's down at the end of Merlin Avenue where I grew up.
Right.
And I think there was a wild party there that lasted more than a day, 3 or 4 days, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did your family, remember getting letters from uncles that would come, letters to the family? Anything like that? Neighbors talking about it?
Well, we wrote letters back and forth to 2 uncles and several cousins that were in the war one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
I had one cousin, Harry Bowles, who was with the 101st Airborne, I believe. He did combat jumps in Europe 3 times and came back a hero, and we wrote him pretty regularly. He saw the worst of the worst. And he was my hero.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about Harry. Now, when he came back, wasn't he like a referee? Wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
I mean, that's my memory of a Harry Bowles.
He was drafted out of high school and didn't finish high school. And he was a pretty good athlete, a very good athlete, I think. When he came back, he started managing and running various teams, softball and basketball in particular, and then got into refereeing. That's right. He refereed a lot of basketball, and I'm not sure what else. By about that time, I was gone. I was somewhere else, but yes.
Well, did he talk about his war experience at all?
Little at a time. I know he saw an awful lot of action. I've read some books that were published that he was one of the people not mentioned but involved. No, he saw a bad time, and he was wounded. I don't know how much. A couple of different times, I think, but not serious. The story I like to tell about, he was a medic with the airborne. But he said as quick as he landed, he knew enough. They didn't carry weapons. But he always picked one up as quick as one was available because he knew he had to defend himself.
Right.
And I have no doubt he was a hero.
Yeah. Well, sometime during your war years, you have a chance to see the president.
Yeah. When the 1st Marine Division mounted out of Camp Pendleton, it was President Johnson. And I got to be an honor guard for him for the speech that he gave to send off the troops. So I got to hold a sword behind him for about a half an hour, I guess. And that's the history of that.
Well, for the camera, what does an honor guard mean?
Well, we got in our dress uniforms and broke out our swords and marched up and walked with him to where he spoke, and then lined up behind him and guarded him, I guess, it's, in a ceremonial way. That's about all it meant.
How many people would it be in an honor guard?
I think we had 8 people.
8 people.
All Marine majors.
So there you are, one of 8. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I bet someplace, somewhere, there's a picture of you.
I'll bet there is too. I don't know where it is.
No, I just I bet
Yeah, there probably is. Yes, there would be.
you would be behind him, right?
Behind him, that's right.
Yeah, I'm visualizing it. We'll get our people on there.